Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai. Last time we had probably the biggest battle we've had. Well, it was. I said probably, I don't know why, because it really was the biggest one we have had in Shogun. Not in Total War. I think we've had great battles in the Napoleon mod that I played. Those are probably the biggest battles we had, but we had a really large one here in Omi province, and since then we've marched out, so we've got the British army on the way here. I've actually got a ship, maybe it's this, no it's not this one, but I've got ships on the way with new resupply or replacement troops of the two light infantry that this army lost, so they're coming in. The faction leader has moved in to attack Minnow, and then we've got Saigo in Isen, and we've got the traditionalist Hasankura, he's down in Ki. None of these sieges are really interesting enough, I think. Well, unless they've got a really interesting castle, which I doubt any of these provinces have. Then I'm probably not going to show them. What instead I'm going to focus on is I'm building this new one. I actually bought this guy. He was a rebel leader that I spawned in this province, but I took the town before the rebel leader was able to attack. Or I think he attacked, but he was repulsed. And he was still messing about as a rebel even though I took the town, so I decided to buy him. And that's why we have him, and I've put him in charge of this French army. And the enemy has, luckily enough for me, landed a full stack army. Now the only thing here is that the French army lacks cannons compared to the enemy, which might be interesting to see how that goes. But otherwise, I think that will be the main focus point, so I won't really show unless it turns out that some of these castles are really interesting. Like, I think it was Setsu, that we had a custom really interesting looking castle. And then also I have been trying really hard to get this one to revolt, and I think they actually have a sizable army now to actually take this town on, and it's 100% pro-emperor at this point. So that's gonna go down. Then we're gonna take this, so we're gonna take a lot of provinces here. So unless it's an interesting siege, unless there's like tons of men, maybe Nagoya is gearing up another army somewhere around here or something like that. Interesting siege, lots of troops, Gatling guns, something like that. The French troops. If something like that comes around, then I will show it. But most likely, I'm gonna be doing a lot of these sieges and a lot of these battles off camera, just getting things going through this. And when we've got to this point, I imagine that the end is pretty near. So, I mean, if we look at what I need to accomplish here, I need 11 more provinces loyal to the Emperor, which is not that far away, given that I have I have 3 already lined up to be taken by our troops, and we only really need Musashi, which is not that far away. We only need to get to here, which I've said I could possibly get to that point just using the navy. So yeah, but I think that I'll go ahead and do some turns, and we'll see if I'm able to get the French army stuck in over here. In that case, we are going to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and show that. But yeah, that's about it. So let's see what I decide to show you guys. I was hoping that I could use the French army to attack the enemy army and we would fight in the field and it would be interesting with the French and so forth. Unfortunately, it seems as though the enemy army has gone ahead and hidden somewhere and I can't seem to bloody well find them, or if the faction they were actually part of got pushed out. It might actually be the case that they died because I don't think they had a proper general with them, which meant when that faction got destroyed, or they could just be hiding. Anyways, we're gonna do the British and they're gonna attack this here castle. Also, I should say at this point, Saigo Takamori has been able to upgrade to the highest level at this point. So he's a very good star general. He's got oh, these guys are actually going to fire upon us. Right. We're gonna return fire immediately. Who's getting hit? My newly recruited Royal Marines. God damn it. The thing is, there's no enemy here, so we've got plenty of space to advance. And that is what we're going to do. And we're gonna get below the wall so they can't actually hit us. We can take a closer look at the Marines here. And you might also notice that we're moving into fall at this point. You might see... Shit. You might see some fall leaves come through here. Some autumn leaves. It might be able to detect some changes in the foliages of the trees. Right, so we're getting hit quite a lot here. Are my cannons able to actually return fire? Yes, they are. And they've turned this castle into pit shit. Come on, destroy them. The mortar crew got really badly hit. Come on. Yes, nice. Some castles are really hard to fire into because of the elevation you have to sort of fire at, but this one's going very well, and we're just about to get our first naval support. First naval support, that is, out of 3. Got a large amount of enemies moving in, so we're gonna see just where they're going before we go ahead and do anything rash. Let's get the line of foot to come like that, and then the Highlanders come like that, and then the King's Royal Infantry like that, and the British Marine like that. The General will be there, and the Horsemen, Dragoons will be back here. So we're still taking fire. It might be from the mortars at this point, so it might be that we've silenced the cannons. Can we get some more fire going here? You know what? Looks like the mortar crew has stopped firing. They're dancing instead. And pretty sure we just... Yeah, there's... the cannons are gone. There's one guy left there. Are they moving out to meet us? That would be... very interesting, to say the least. I'm gonna get these guys to hold their fire, so we don't shoot ourselves in the back. Okay, so the enemy has decided. Then we're gonna put focus right there. Our cannons are trying to blow that place up, or the this gate. So I guess we'll give them the order, so they'll all target that and destroy it. Let's see. Are they gonna stand on the wall? Yes, they are. Looks like they are. Or well, they kind of ish. They should be in range of the men, but I guess they don't want to fire. And here comes the naval bombardment. A lot of it times it just displaces a lot of men. So you can see how many of them are getting up, even though we have these massive
down, sir.
Massive artillery shots coming in, just blowing everyone up. It doesn't actually kill that many, which I think is maybe a bit too nerfed, given the size of the explosion. So we blew that up. Let's go ahead and blow this gate up. And you know what? Maybe we'll target this crap right here with the next naval support. Next naval support are coming in really close after the first one. Boom! There goes the gate. Everyone flies to hell. And we're gonna continue bombarding this area. We're gonna put some shrapnel on them. Right. Naval bombardment ready in 12 seconds. Can we get some of that shrapnel? These guys are going out. That's not going to go well for them. Oh, they stopped actually. I don't think my shrapnel did that well, so can you blow the gate then if you don't want to fire at these men? Oh, we've got the naval support ready. Gonna put focused and we're gonna put it right, you know what, right on it. Right on them. And we'll see how this goes. The game might crash just because of everyone flying all over the place. Let's see. With the maybe not with the sun in like that. We'll do it like this. Standing there, they don't know why they've been ordered to. Oh, here comes the bombardment. Boom! People just flying all over the place. Oh no, the castle's on fire! Run, save yourselves! People just being completely blown apart here. Given the amount of shots and where they landed, it's not actually that many kills. I could have get just as many by telling the cannons to fire shrapnel on that area. So the gates are open all the way to the inner circle. What are they firing at? Oh, these guys, they came too close to the wall. Now we're able to fire on them. Right, the thing is, we're not very good at close quarters fighting. Or well, some units might be. This guy's got 15, 17. The Royal Marines are not good at melee. So the line of foot are is one of the few units that actually got quite good. The Royal Marines are really bad at melee. One thing they're good at though is accuracy, because they've got 103 in accuracy. I wish we could have seen them in action in a land battle instead of a siege like this. But the enemy is not doing too well, as we've seen at this point. And so they don't really want to meet us in a land battle or a field battle. All these sieges are rather dull. Right, what can I do to kind of attack them? You know what? We're gonna go all the way around here with the line infantry. The line infantry is gonna go that way. And then the Highlanders are pretty good at melee. Well, 15-15, so they're not terrible at it. So they can go through here, plus the Highlanders got the second wind ability. It's gonna do a lot for them. I really want to hit this one, but I guess the gate is actually in the way. Well, not for these two. These two cannons should be able to. And this one can try to break that tower before we're charging in. Get some shrapnel down on these guys. Oh, they're reforming so that I have an easier time to hit them. How nice of them. Yes, the enemy draws near. And your end is drawing nearer. You go ahead and... I want to break this one, more or less, before we try to get in. Well, the Shogutai is probably more dangerous for the Highlanders. Oh, at this point the enemy... Yeah, we have them on not fire, so the spear levy that's moving out will not really be a problem. The Shogutai kinda got destroyed there. 36 men left. We've got another Shogutai unit over there. Garrison infantry. Garrison infantry. Can we go ahead and destroy that tower already? Oh, no, 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 no. You are not to fire. Same for the general. We do not want to lose troops unnecessarily. Okay, Highlanders. Time for you to get inside. Can you go ahead and destroy that already? So my line infantry don't need to lose any men by that bloody arrow tower. There we go, nice. Can I maybe hit... Can we see about hitting that unit over there with shrapnel? Okay, the Highlanders seem to have caught on to something there. They killed some enemies inside. Right, so we're gonna split them off. So 2 Highlander units. Gonna go down this way because we've got enemies we need to kill down there, and the other 2 are gonna go up to the next level. And we hit quite a few out of this line, as you can see in among it. The dead guys crawling around. Well, the dead are not crawling around, but the wounded are. Right, Highlanders through. Let's get the Marines in, and let's get the King's troops closer, Dragoons and the General closer. Right, we want to hit those guys down there, but we don't want to get come under fire from these guys, so I'm gonna set these guys up, and we're gonna do fire by rank, because we want to maximize the amount of firepower we're able to put down on them, and we're gonna send this one up there. General, get through. Nice, the line infantry have been able to march here unscathed from the enemy tower. The Highlanders are in position. Let's go ahead and break this gate and force these guys off the wall, and I'm gonna break that wall as well. I want these 2 Highlander groups to go a lot like that. We're gonna fire by rank. These guys have already opened fire down range through here. General, got another Highlander unit. We're not gonna charge in before the line infantry is ready to get in through the gate, and I think we'll hit the enemy. You know what? There's quite a lot of enemy troops right here, so we're gonna put down the last effect right there, and we're gonna blow them up. And then I'm gonna hit the enemy in the center a bit more. And let's see the Highlanders fire by rank. Okay, if it weren't for this guy, could you actually get in bloody well order? Bloody Scots. Oh, here comes the artillery. Hopefully it'll hit a few places like the gate.
Victory is assured,
A lot of
sir.
it landed in between here. I would have seen more hits on the actual wall. Hoping none of these guys actually stand up. They're all dead. Yes, good. Okay, if these guys... Oh, they have started to fire now. But I told them to move. Oh, they're firing on these guys. There's a few enemies there. I was hoping they would fire down range through there. Ooh, this unit is being crushed more or less. Okay, so we're slowly breaking the enemy down. Where are the... Yes, these guys are coming in. We're gonna send in the line infantry first. So I can possibly get my my Royal Marines to come in and use their very effective fire. Maybe I can pull the Scotsman back a bit and I can get the 3rd unit in as well. Because I imagine once we send in the line infantry, which I'm going to do now, the enemy will react and all these troops will start to try to make it towards the inner courtyard. You know what? I'll tell the Royal Marines to advance inside already. And maybe we can get the artillery to focus somewhere else. Focus on that unit over there. Royal Marines are on the way. Generals ready. You know what, men? Go in with bayonets, except this unit. This unit will set up in the back. The rest of them will charge this garrison unit, this garrison levy. And I don't think the levy is particularly good at melee, so the British are outnumbering them. And they should be able to do this pretty neatly. Okay, so the enemy hasn't really reacted yet to the fact that we are conquering the inner courtyard. I'm gonna hold these off a bit. Let's see if we can get the general in. I want to use this ability, which will enable some extra power for my extra melee power for my line infantry. And also, let's go ahead and inspire them. Okay, get closer. The numbers for the British troops are okay. There we go. Gambate and Royal Marines. Kneel rank fire. And these guys got 93 accuracy. So they'll be able to destroy anything that comes their way. Maybe try to not shoot that way. Try to maybe focus on this area. Let's see. Maybe if we swarm these guys, the Royal Marines will hold their fire and concentrate downrange that way. Hopefully we didn't shoot a lot of our own. Where? Victory! The line infantry was successful, and now the enemy is trying to regain it by sending the men back. I'm gonna send the line infantry here, capture the gate, and prepare to receive the enemy. They're getting in through the gatehouse. The general is ready to support everyone. Royal Marines. Fast rank kneel. Watch out for the spearmen. Same on this side. Kneel rank fire. Yes, give them a taste of British steel. The spearmen not entirely sure what they're going to do. They're trying to defend the inner courtyard. Why aren't these guys firing? Why are you not firing? Did I tell you not to fire maybe? No, you should be firing. You just, I guess, choose not to. I wonder even how effective the spearmen would be, because they're kind of tired from running about. And you can see here the British are actually beating them in the melee fight as well. The enemy is not doing well. That guy actually got hit by an arrow. I'm hoping more enemies would turn up. The Scots are dealing with quite a few, firing down range through here. Oh, now they retreat. They've realized it's all ogre now.
Sir, a unit has fired off all its ammunition.
Which one? Ah, it's the cannons. The cannons are out of ammo.
Royal Marines.
The thing we have left is this little unit of mortar guys. But otherwise, we are victorious. And here we are for the statistics. So the British only lost 221 men, while the enemy lost their entire force of 4,000 men. And the enemy province has fallen. Gonna go ahead and repair some stuff here. And we got some nice ironworks. Accuracy for all units in this province. If I go ahead and do it up to gunsmith, so this will be a nice province to recruit troops out of. And the thing is, we've actually got a train station right here, which connects to the main one. Now hopefully we'll be able to take back Minnow, so I can send up the troops through the tunnel, rather than have a walk around. But at this point I'm so tired of this, so I'm actually gonna send these guys into attack. We'll see how that goes. I might just go ahead and use my my police officer to buy the rebel force, or maybe these guys. Probably better to buy the rebel force and actually help me out to take this down. I was hoping to maybe create a smaller faction. And then I guess we'll do the French army another time. What I could do is I could send them with a force to attack the island. Go ahead. What I can do is actually go ahead and take one of my ships, just to send it and check. Oh, there's nothing really here. Well, that's disappointing. But I guess we could land them somewhere. We could do like a really tough challenge and land the French army way up here. Maybe all the way up here, somewhere really far away. But I think I'll keep my blockade going.
That is impossible, my lord.
Well, there's no way he's gonna be able to fight off those two, so he's gonna just have to stay there. We're gonna keep the blockade here, but I've got extra ships which I can send up to deal with the enemy. But we're gonna land them somewhere maybe all the way up in the yellow province, all the way up there. We'll see about taking this, doing this siege and so forth, and then I'll see you either when I'm ready to take Tokyo or Edo, or when we've got a really big battle on our hands. So we're really looking at the end of the campaign at this point. So it's a high time that we start thinking about what I should do next. So I maybe not suggest just yet, but it's gonna happen soon, so start thinking about it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!